Raw content is now on easy mode for business owners. So much so that by making simple videos like this, I'm currently generating over $70,000 a month. And in the next few minutes, I'm gonna show you how to make this content, how to engage your viewers, and how to get them to buy so that you can start making an extra $10,000, $20,000, $50,000, or even $100,000 a month from your YouTube channel. Just like one of our clients, Eric Cavallars, who's currently generating over $100,000 a month from his YouTube channel, just making these raw videos. Let's dive in. Now, you've probably seen people like William Brown, Charlie Morgan, Rabia Buvala, and even Iman Gaji starting to shift towards this more raw style. And this was started by Sam Sulek, and it's just kind of taken over the entirety of YouTube. Like, I'm sure you've seen these videos all over your feed, and you know that people are making a ton of money from them. They're easy to produce, they don't cost anything, and they're basically just like free cash waiting for you to grab it. And I'm about to show you how to do these extremely well. But first, you have to understand high quality content is dead. It's expensive, time consuming, and if you're running a B2B business, it is incorrectly targeting your audience. A high quality video targets babies. Like, it targets the Iman Gaji audience. Best 5 side hustles to make $550 a day literally targets babies, right? It targets people who do not own a business, do not have money, and are just trying to make their first few dollars online, which is probably not the audience that you want for your business. Then we have raw. Raw is easy to make, it's cheap, it has the correct targeting, and it is not embarrassing. You're actually making real business content for real business people. If you make videos like this, how I make $138K a month with 2,000 subscribers, for a digital marketer that's actually making money. Maybe they're making $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month. They want to get to 100, right? So it's a much higher quality audience. I mean, think about it. As a business owner, you've probably watched a lot of these videos yourself. And when you see Iman Gaji launching his new business channel or Rabia Buvala uploading a new video, it is a lot easier to click because you know that that video is much more for you than some broad business video teaching you how to make $1,000 a month. And the reason why this works so well is because it simply targets a B2B audience. If a business owner has a problem, they have something that they are trying to solve, you can essentially come in and be the person to solve that problem through a simple YouTube video. When you solve that person's problem, they will become happy because you've essentially just solved their problem for free, and you are the one who has given them the value. And in return, they start to build a relationship and they start to want to reciprocate that. They may be following you on Instagram. They may be subscribing to your YouTube channel, where over time they will get nurtured and they will start to build that relationship, build that trust with you until they reach the point where they're ready to pay you money. And you can see exactly how we did this on our channel. Now, right now, we're averaging around $5,000 in cash collected from every single YouTube video we post. So for example, this video, these are our most popular videos. So this video made us around $20,000 in only 3 months of posting it off of 500 views. This video made us around 10,000 because it was a lot more broad, but just used it to grow the channel with 1,200 views. And then this one made us a ton of money. This one made us around 30,000, literally from a little bit over 1,000 views, right? And this is why this is so powerful, is because you're essentially making targeted content that solves a business owner, someone with money's problems. And that allows you to charge for high ticket services on the back end. And one of the biggest benefits to these videos is they don't take a lot of time. All they take is around 5 minutes for you to write an intro. You do need a high converting intro on these types of content because that is what hooks people in. It's what sets the expectations. It's what opens a loop in their mind, which means you're basically raising a question and then they feel compelled to have their question answered, right? Which makes them stay. If you just hop right into the raw video, it's not going to work. I'll tell you that right now. You need a good intro on it. And you can literally just use this intro framework right here. This is what I use for me and all of my clients, and it gets really, really good results. So feel free to steal that. After you write the intro, then you're going to go into the assets. So what this is essentially what you're watching right now. I drew out this entire presentation beforehand and it took me about 25 minutes of work. So this could be prepping a Google Doc. This could be making an iPad drawing, even just prepping bullet points for a script. That is all just preparing the assets, right? And this is really where the sales process actually starts to come in, because you essentially want to take people down the awareness chain, right? Where there's 5 levels of awareness, right? You maybe want to take them from solution aware to product aware, or you want to take them from problem aware to solution aware, depending on the video. And that's a little bit more advanced strategies that we do inside of our accelerator program. But essentially think of each video like you're taking someone down the funnel, because you essentially want to take them from a completely unaware viewer into someone who is most aware and ready to buy, right? And that's where these assets kind of come in, is you have to do that change work throughout the process. Then you have to film. That takes about 30 minutes. So what you can do is actually batch film all of your content 1 day a month. So you could film 4 videos in about 2 hours, or you could film twice a month and do 8 videos a month. So it's very, very easy. In total, the entire time it takes to create one of these raw videos is around 1 hour. Now, that's not a lot of time for an asset that you have forever that sells for you without complaining, without not showing up, without asking to be paid a single dollar. That video is a 24/7 salesperson for you, for your business. And the more you create, the more of these salespeople that you have just sending everything back onto your landing page where people book a call, go through the sales process, and convert. But what's the ideal posting schedule? Well, you want to post on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. This is one of our clients, Eric Cavallars, and he's doing over $100,000 a month from his channel right now. And this one video alone generated him roughly 50,000. This one video generated him about 10,000, and this video generated him about 25,000. What you are going to want to do is every Monday, you are going to want to post a top of funnel video. A top of funnel video is a video that targets the broadest portion of your prospects. For him, he's teaching people how to make money with a social media marketing agency or SMMA. This top of funnel video is you're a bot if you can't hit 10K a month within 3 months in SMMA, right? So basically how to go to 10K a month in SMMA. Very, very broad video, right? And that's why it got 14,000 views, which makes sense because it's a top of funnel. The market is bigger, so it's going to get more traction. Then we have the middle of funnel video, which you post on Wednesday. And that is something that talks about a specific problem that that person may have. So this one was about how to get more appointments, because a lot of people who run an SMMA, run a marketing agency, they don't get enough appointments. He was essentially like, I'm going to solve that problem, and he made a video solving the problem. That is a middle of funnel video. You post one of those every single Wednesday. Then on Friday, what you do is you post a bottom of funnel video. Now, this is literally just a client retreat that he held. He just vlogged the client retreat, did a bunch of case study interviews, and basically just interviewed a lot of his students in Dubai. This video got 3.1 thousand views because we framed it. We used a little bit more advanced strategies to frame the bottom of funnel as a little bit broader, just to get more people on it, which led to him making about 25,000 from that video. But essentially, bottom of funnel is case study content. And that is an extremely important part of this whole system, because this is basically like a trust system where someone goes from not knowing who you are, not really trusting you, to when they get their middle of funnel, starting to build that trust. And then when they get that bottom of funnel, they start to really build that trust and they become most aware. So when you make this top of funnel, middle of funnel, and bottom of funnel content, you're basically sending people down your funnel. You're turning someone who's not quite as aware into someone who knows who you are, knows what you do, knows that you know what you're talking about, and knows exactly what you sell. So it's an extremely powerful process to follow where you make a ton of money from your YouTube channel. And this is why you see people like William Brown making $500,000 a month from his channel, or like our client Chandler Sane making $100,000 a month, or our client Joel, who we made over $6 million following that exact same system. Then we go on to targeting. And this is where most people mess up. They have the eyeballs, but their thumbnails do not target their specific viewer. So what you need to do in the thumbnail, you need to create curiosity. And then you also want to visualize the dream outcome. So when someone looks at your thumbnail, you essentially want to make them think, I wonder what this video is about, or I wonder what the answer to that question is. Then you also have the dream outcome. So for majority of business owners, the dream outcome is money, right? So that's why I put this on here. You're basically saying, oh, curiosity plus dream outcome. What is the dream outcome of your prospect? Does that look like a Stripe dashboard with $10,000 on it? Does that look like an Instagram account with 100,000 followers? Does that look like a bank account with $1 million? How exactly does that look? And you want to get as specific as possible in your actual targeting in your thumbnails. Because think of this like you're a headline on ads, right? It's about where 80% of your spend goes, and it's where majority of people will fall off or click on the video, right? So you really want to be targeting the right people with that. With curiosity, you want to do things that your prospects would actually want to know. If you have a thumbnail and you are talking about ads, you could do the dream outcome of 4x ROAS. And then you could have the ad strategy mapped out. So it's like step 1, blurred out. Step 2, blurred out. Step 3, blurred out. And then 4x ROAS on the top. So something like that would work really, really well. Once you have that targeting, you get the click. And you don't just want any clicks, you want the right person to click. From here, once you get into the actual video, you need to start installing realities. And this is something that the people don't even think about. And it's ridiculous because they're missing out on so much money if they just do this one thing. So installing realities is you basically take someone who has a problem, who's in a state of pain. They are in pain right now. And this person is sad. You take that person into a new reality. You install a worldview inside of their brain, and you install views that are intended to make you money. And obviously you give them value, you actually solve their problem, but during that process, you install a reality that makes them want to pay you and be happy doing it as well. So what would these realities be? Well, this could be something like you need a mentor. For example, another reality is that time is running out. People are getting older. You can install that reality. So time, which is basically just urgency, installing the principle of urgency. But you could also just install a belief that they can actually succeed. They can succeed with the right strategy. So it's like you can just install these little realities where you're basically taking them from a point earlier in the awareness chain and bringing them down that chain until they become more aware about what you offer, what your solution is, and how they can actually get results, right? Which obviously you connect yourself to. So that's installing realities. That's something that not a lot of people do. And now I'm going to give you a full example of what installing a reality looks like, and I'm going to use it on you. All right, so if you look at YouTube, there is always a certain amount of attention that goes on. And as the user base on YouTube creeps up, that attention will slightly increase, but it realistically stays the same. So in 2023, there was a lot less videos competing for this competition, specifically around the raw style. So there was only a few raw videos. I mean, that was before Sam Sulek. That was before William Brown. That was before any of these guys had ever taken that raw approach to content. So there was really no competition on it. So anyone who did it was getting hundreds and thousands or millions of views, and it was just such an easy game. Then in 2024 is when people first started catching on. This is when Sam Sulek came up. This is when William Brown came up. This is when Robbie Buvala started making more raw kind of content. And they started to essentially pull in a lot of those views, and that attention stayed the same. It started to segment. They were all crushing it. They were making a ton of money, tons and tons of money hand over fist. And this is really the best time that you could have gotten in, right? If you had started making raw content in 2024, you would be in a very good spot right now, but you haven't. And in 2025, I'm not gonna lie, it is harder. But right now is the best time to start making these raw videos. Because right now in 2025, as the year moves on, we are going to see more and more channels doing this. Boom, 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 boom. Some will win and some will fail. And the thing is that right now is the last kind of period of time where this kind of content will be as easy as it is right now. If you do raw content and you do it in the right way, you can build an incredible personal brand that makes you millions and millions of dollars and serves you for the rest of your business career. But you have to do it now, because if you wait another year, if you wait until 2026, if you push it even 3 months down the line, it is going to be exponentially harder than it is today, because this attention is not really getting any bigger. It's staying about the same. And there are more and more videos being posted that are segmenting and trying to capture that attention. So as that digital real estate starts to get captured up and those plots of land start to get bought, there's only a small plot of land left for you to capture. And right now it's not like this. Right now, it's more like this. We have about 2/3 of the market have been captured, right? There's about 1/3 left. And today is the day that you need to do that, because this is a huge market. There's a lot of people in that market. And if you make the content today, I can guarantee you 6 months down the line, you're going to be in a much better spot in your business because you've built that audience and you've captured that digital real estate before someone else did. Think about westward expansion. People moved to California. They were buying up plots of land like crazy, and they were getting those things for insanely cheap. And now in 2025, those same plots of land are worth 10 million, 20 million, $30 million. How much do you think that digital real estate is going to be worth in the next 5 years? Probably a lot. So you need to take action fast, and you need to do it the right way, because right now trust is at an all-time low, and your prospects are more skeptical about your offer than ever, especially if you're running just off of ads. Going from a 60-second ad to a 10-minute VSL just simply isn't enough time anymore. And to have a YouTube channel that people watch and that you can insert into your sales process and have them spend hours and hours developing a scalable relationship with you will make your business so much more money over the next 5 years than it would if you simply relied on paid ads. Because right now, as you probably are seeing, if you are running ads, ad costs are at an all-time high, and they are not going to slow down. However, those who have organic as part of their sales process and part of their actual marketing systems and as part of their actual marketing strategy will be the ones who beat this bidding war, because their prospects actually trust them. Because if you don't know, YouTube is a trust asset, and that trust is one of the hardest things to develop with your prospects. And the easiest way to do that is by making YouTube videos, because they will spend hours and hours watching you, becoming your friend. Think about it. If you spent an entire 8-hour day with one of your prospects, putting all of your attention and focus on giving them value, how much more would they trust you than just coming in off an ad? That is essentially what you're doing on YouTube, but you're just doing it at scale. This is how that looks. You have your prospect, they go into your ad, they opt in. And when they opt in, you send them to the YouTube channel. They'll go watch your VSL, which adds about 10 to 30 minutes. Then they'll go on onto your YouTube channel. And then over that time period between their call, they're gonna watch at least an hour of content, right? They're gonna check out your YouTube channel. And once they get into a call, they will have so much more trust than if they didn't. And worst case scenario, they don't close. Then what? They go back to your YouTube and they watch another 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours until they're ready to book back into another call and buy. This is a very oversimplified funnel. We go into way more detail for our clients. And if you want to crush it on YouTube, you should work with us and have us install these systems inside of your business and remove you from the entire process. So all you have to do is show up and fill. Because when that happens, your business starts to make a ton more money and you set yourself apart from 99% of other business owners. Building a personal brand is the easiest way to blow up your business in 2025. And if you want to know how we do this repeatedly over and over again for our clients, then watch this video next where I show you what we do, how it works, and how you can use that information to make a ton of money on YouTube. Thanks and have a good one.